Alright, it's Mr. KV, and I'm back with one more problem, one more demonstration on this math pre-quiz. It's on linear equations and relations, and we're actually, here in this last learning target, we're actually doing something very similar to the previous video. The learning target says, I can model and solve two-step equations in the form of A and in parentheses x plus b equals c. The only difference from the last problem is that now we are not using models. Although in this last problem I showed you the two different ways to solve this problem, these equations, and we will go through them again. I think what I'll do is I'll solve this first one using the Sephora method, let's call it, and in the second one we'll use the Russell method. Okay? I just made up those names. All right, here we go. So let's see, what color am I using? It's a mystery. No, I can see it's 30. Okay. So let's maybe even make this larger for people. Okay, so we've got 36. Well, 36 equals, and then 6f plus 13. Whoops. Now, according to the Sephora method, we're going to divide each side by 6, and we're going to do that to get rid of this 6 here. So we're going to divide this entire side by 6. Okay, and now let's see what happens. We'll go and edit. Okay, so now we have 6 equals f plus 13. It's feeling a bit large. Okay. And then we're going to subtract 13 from both sides. And we're doing that, of course, to get rid of this 13 right here, so we can isolate x. F plus 13 minus 13. Just to go nice and slow and show everyone what I'm doing here, I added a negative 13 on this side. And I'm going to do the same on this side. All right, and then that gives us negative 7. 6 minus 13 is negative 7. And you can use a number line, an integer number line for that. Start at 6 degrees Celsius, and then the temperature drops 13 degrees. You're going to end up at minus 7. Negative 7 equals f. And that's it. You've just solved f. Solved for f. You found the value of f. All right. Last problem. We've got negative 14 equals 2, and then in parentheses, g plus 4. Oops. Okay, I'm going to stretch that out. And actually, I'm going to move it over here. Hope I don't lose anyone, just to give myself a little more room. Because I want to demonstrate. Remember, I taught you in the last video, well, hopefully some review, because we did do this in class as well, but the distributive property, so that 3 is going to go to the x. 3 times x is 3x, and the 3 will be multiplied by the 4. 3 times 4 is 12. That goes here. So we're going to do the same thing again, this time with these new figures. So we can just bring, I think what I'll do next is show you the distributive property. So 2 times g, okay, and then 2 times 4. All right, now let's look what happens. Look at what happens. Okay, negative 14 equals 2 times g is g, plus 2 times 4 is 8. All right, so now, again, that looks a little different than, nope, never mind, scratch that. So now we want to get rid of the 8, right? Because we want to get the g by itself. So we're going to subtract 8 from both sides. Negative 14 minus 8, so it's going even deeper in the hole over there, equals 2g plus 8 minus 8. And again, I'm going to go nice and slow and show you all what I'm doing. So I inserted this -8 on this side, and I'm going to add the -8 on that side. Okay. Okay, -14 minus 8 is going to be -22 equals 2g, right? The 8 and the -8 cancel out. So, how do we get rid of this 2? Well, we're going to divide both sides by 2. So -22 divided by 2 equals 2g divided by 2. Let me show you what I just did. I divided this side by 2, and I divided this side by 2. Okay, and now I've got -22 divided by 2, that's -11, equals g, because these two cancel out. This 2 and this 2 cancels out. So -11 equals g.